Welcome here to ChiSportsLive. We have game 2 of this series between the Chicago Cubs and the Cleveland Guardians. Want to thank everyone for tuning into the games today. Cubs are playing 2 between the Cubs and the Guardians. First game at 12:10 in just a couple minutes, and game 2 about a half hour after game 1. It's scheduled for 3:40. So it can't start earlier than 3:40, but it could start later. But the Cubs lost the opener in this series. They're going to look to try and split the series and send it to a rubber match in about 3 or 4 hours as we get set for game number 2. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Easter Sunday. Christ is risen. He is risen indeed. Hallelujah. We are almost set for baseball here. We'll be back in about 30 seconds to go over lineups and first pitch on ChiSportsLive. Welcome back here to ChiSportsLive. Some roster moves that the Cubs made. They called Riley Martin from AAA up to the bigs, and they placed Kate Horn on the 15-day IL with the right forearm strain. They have also called up Ethan Roberts to serve as the 27th man for the doubleheader today. But let's take a look at some lineups today. First for the Cubs on the offense. First through 3 hitters, Michael Busch, Alex Bregman, and Ian Happ. The 4 through 6, PCA, Nico Horner, and Dansby Swanson. And the 7 through 9 hitters, Michael Conforto, Matt Shaw, and Miguel Amaya. The defensive side for the home Cleveland Guardians, left to right field, Kefas, Kwan, and DeLatter, the rookie phenom. Third to first, Daniel Schneemann, Gabriel Arias, Brian Rocchio, and Kyle Manzardo. First to 2 battery mates, Bo Naylor and Slade Ciccone on the mound for the Guardians today. Acquired from the Josh Naylor trade in 2024 in December, 33rd overall pick by the Diamondbacks in 2020. Miami in that, and due to compensatory picks. He averages around 92 miles per hour, so it is cold out, but the fastball velocity is lower, which is going to make it easier for Cubs hitters to see. And same thing with Joey Cantillo. Doesn't throw hard, but he has good locations on it, and the Cubs will need to get some offense going today in both games to salvage a series win, or else they're going to find themselves starting below 500 to the first 3 series of the season. But Michael Busch is stepping up to the plate. We're ready for baseball here. Cubs and Guardians. And game 2 of this 3-game set and game 1 of this doubleheader today. Both games will be carried here on ChiSportsLive. And game 2, if you're watching on TV, game 2 will not be on Marquee Sports Network. It will be on Fox Sports instead. But the home plate umpire, Dan Bellino, gives the place call. Ciccone, first pitch. Fastball inside for ball 1. To get us going in game 2 of this 3-game set and game 1 of this doubleheader. Bushy had an 0 for last game. Had a good start, but now he's hitting 240 to 1-0. Swinging a miss on a fastball, up and in 1-1. Aided Saccone in that pitch. Dan Bellino from Chicago. John Biggin at first. Shane Livensberger at second. And Dan Merzel at third, who had the plate in game one. Line drive right field, but that's foul. Had two challenges in ABS in game one. Both were won. Michael Bush takes his timeout. Ball and 2 strikes. Saccone comes set. Pitching out of the stretch today. 1-2. Misses high with a fastball at 94. 2-2 now. A little extra adrenaline today. Saccone, a big guy, 6'4", 220 pounds. From Florida, to 2-2. Ground ball hit towards second. Rocchio grabs it on running to his left and makes the play for the first out. So Bush grounds out to start this game. So 1 gone, not bring up Alex Bregman, DHing today. So that means he's going to play game 2 likely and get the third base, the fielding start. Bregman 214 on the season, 2 home runs to RBIs. First pitch from Saccone. This is up and in for ball 1. This is going to be games 3 and 4 of the Cubs season that we're broadcasting today. Here's the 1-0 from Saccone. Ground ball hit foul, 1-1 now. Hit towards the Guardians dugout. Alex Bregman, it's a small sample size, but he's chased 3.1% this season. That is over 6% better than the second place man, Taylor Ward, at 9.8%. Miguel Vargas with the White Sox, 9.9%. Amos is just low. It's 2-1 now on Bregman. And the MLB average is around 30%. So he is 27%. He's clearing 27% of the MLB averages. Here's a 2-1. High fly ball hit well down the left field line. If it's fair, it's gone. It's going to be foul, though. Absolutely tattooed that one. 107.5 off the bat. The fastball top of the zone, just a little early on it. And it's going to be 2-2 now on Bregman. Here's a 2-2. Curveball line to left field again, but foul. There's a hanger from Saccone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cubs only got 4 hits in game 1. 1 run to show for. 2-2. Another curve and a chopper off of Bregman. Good little battle here between these two players. So the pitch number 7 of the at-bat. 3 straight foul balls for Bregman and 4 in the at-bat. He hasn't swung and missed yet. Ian Happ on deck for the Cubs. Saccone comes set. Here's a 2-2. Curveball, good eye. No offer for full now. Pitcher's in the dirt. Blown away. Good eye from Bregman not to chase it. This is what he does. Makes you work. So you can give it a ride here if you can. 3-2. Ground ball off the end of the bat. A little corkscrew towards second. Rocchio grabs it, fires it first, and that is out number 2. So the first 2 Cubs hitters go down on weak ground outs to Brian Rocchio. That'll bring up Ian Happ. Happ threw out Arias at the plate in game 1, which kept the Cubs from losing from even more than 3 runs. Has 3 home runs, 5 RBIs on the season, 179 average. Saccone will come set. The pitch. Fastball fouled off 0-1. Saccone last year, 4.30 ERA, 24 home runs allowed. That's quite a bit. I know Zach Littell led the majors in home runs given up. 132 innings, 5.9 walk percent rate, which is really good. Also means he's pitching to contact as it's 1-1 now. Hap looks at a sweeper inside for ball one. The Guardians sweep the Cubs. They'll start 7-3 in their first 10. Here's the 1-1. Really a cutter hit down the line, but foul. It's 1-2 now on Happer. It's a beautiful but chilly day here at Progressive Field. Cubs are looking to get some offense going here. So the offense has kind of been held standstill as Ciccone gets Hap swinging for the third out. Cubs go down in order, 1-2-3. What's at the bottom of the first on ChiSportsLive? Scoreless on Game 2. Welcome back to ChiSportsLive. Take a look at the Cleveland Guardians batting lineup today's game. Kwan, Delauder, Ramirez, the first 3 hitters. Manzardo, Naylor, and Sheeman, the 4 through 6. Rocchio, Arias, and Kifus, the 7 through 9. Because of the defense, left to right field, Ian Happ, Pete Armstrong, and Michael Conforto, third to first. Matt Shaw, Dansby Swanson, Nico Horner, Michael Bush. First to 2 battery mates, Miguel Amaya behind the plate, and Edward Cabrera, making his second start in the Cubs uniform, is on the mound. So they had an amazing first start. Used the changeup 26 times in his first start, most used pitch, and a 15.4% opponent hard hit rate. 2 of 13 hit balls put in play were hit hard. And his average velocity on his four-seamer was at 96.5 miles per hour. So here's pitch 1 to Kwan. This is high for ball 1. Of course, it's a lot easier to pitch to the Angels offense, given their struggling nature. Heavier compared to a excellent contact, heavy with some power Guardians lineup as Cabrera fires in a strike and inner third. He throws a changeup just as hard as his fastball. Here's a ground ball hit towards first. Bush grabs it, flips to Cabrera, who covers, and that is a quick first out. So good start for Edward. 3 pitches, 1 out. Then we have a dangerous rookie, Chase Delauder. Had an amazing game 1. Hit a home run, a 2-run shot in the 7th inning. Made it 4-1 Guardians. And he was our player of the game overall in game 1. First pitch to him. Misses just so for ball 1. Hitting .346 to start the year. Having an amazing year. 5 home runs, 8 RBIs in 7 games for the rookie. 1-0. Chops that one foul, 1-1. The entire Guardians team has 8 home runs and 231 at bats. Yeah, there's a broken back round ball hit back to Bush. He'll flip it again to Cabrera, and that's on number 2. So, kind of like the first inning where the Cubs hit 2 groundouts to Brian Rocchio at second, the first 2 Guardians hitters have hit groundouts to Michael Bush. As here comes Jose Ramirez. OPS this season for the Guardians. The lot are destroying everything, and then the rest of the Guardians lineup, besides the 6 through 8 hole, is near average. But everyone besides Chase Lauder is below average in OPS and MLB. There's a strike to Ramirez, not where you really want to put that. You can see that bat was just shattered. That might be his lucky bat. You never know. Here's the 0-1. That's the one, and it's 1-1 now. A lot of games today here on Easter Sunday and resurrection of our Lord Jesus Christ. Here is the 1-1 to Ramirez. Curve at the knees, excellent pitch. That's a strike. 1-2 now on Jose Ramirez. Here's the 1-2 to Ramirez. Swing and a miss on a change of strike 3. Quick 1-2-3 first for Edward Cabrera on 10 pitches. Well, to the second here in Cleveland, Cubs and Guardians scoreless in Game 1 of this doubleheader in Game 2 of the series. You listen to Cubs Baseball on ChiSportsLive. Welcome back here to ChiSportsLive. Top of the second here in Cleveland. Cubs and Guardians scoreless through 1 inning of play. Sacconi's first pitch to PCA is a get me over curve for a strike at 73. That was a 17-pitch first inning for Sacconi. Cabrera had a 10-pitch first inning in the bottom half of the first inning. PCA 269 average, no home runs yet, 3 RBIs. Here's the 0-1. That's another good block by Naylor. It's 1-1 now. See if PCA can connect on the ball today and hit his first home run of the season. Here's the 1-1. Another curve off the plate. 2-1 now on PCA. And it is colder today. Wind is kind of swirling too, so it's going to be tough to get a home run out of here, but still a chance. Here's the 2-1. Chases the high fastball. 2-2 now on PCA. We haven't broadcasted many games for Pete or for the Cubs this season, but PCA is 4 for 8 in games that we broadcasted. So 2 balls, 2 strikes on Pete. The pitch from Sacconi. Ground ball hit towards second, backhanded by Rocchio. Rocchio fires the first, and that is out number 1. So 4 outs, 3 to Brian Rocchio. He's had his money's worth in the game today. You're home for Cubs baseball on TV, Marquee Sports Network, presented by Miller Lite. Download, subscribe, and stream. Go to MarqueeSportsNetwork.com to learn more. As Nico Horner will step up for the Cubs. First pitch from Ciccone. Slider tap of his zone, no call. It was a ball. And we're going to have our first challenge. Look like that was a good strike. That was a pitch. A good pitch and a strike. At 2 total in game 1. Already have 1 here in game 2. And it's a strike. Top of the zone. Guardians retain their challenges. Looked like a good pitch. Lit up the box on the monitor, and Horner will take his time out. He normally does this whenever he gets a strike. It's a routine. As Ciccone gets the sign again, working out of the stretch. Here's the 0-1. Check swing. Appeal to first. So he did not go. It's 1-1 now. John Bacon is over at first. Ooh, that was very close. On the strike. Here's the pitch. Pop fly. That's out of play. 1-2 now on Horner. Nico hitting .292 on the season. Only has 2 hits in games that we broadcast, so maybe we're not good luck for him. Maybe he can get some hits here. 1-2. Round ball pulled, but foul. Cubs only running game 1 came on back-to-back doubles from Pete Armstrong and Miguel Amaya. Pete stole third in between, but it really didn't matter because the ground ball on the line by Amaya would have scored him easily. That was the only run of the game for the Cubs that came in the third. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Horner goes down on strikes. 2 outs now. And another slow start for Cubs offense. That's Ciccone's second punch out of the game now. Coming up, Dansby Swanson. Really, that for the first inning ended exactly the same for both teams in terms of how it started. First pitch to Swanson, that's 0 for ball 1. First 2 Cubs hitters grounded out to Rocchio, and the third Cubs hitter, Ian Happ, struck out. For the Guardians offense, first 2 Guardians hitters grounded out to Michael Busch, and the third, Jose Ramirez, struck out. Here's the 1-0 to Swanson. High fly ball, left center fielded pretty well, but Kwan in center field just on the edge of the track will make the catch for the third out. Cubs go down in order 1, 2, 3 to the bottom of the second. We go on ChiSportsLive scoreless. Bottom of the second here on ChiSportsLive in Progressive Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Cubs and Guardians scoreless. Ground and pound. Edward Cabrera pitchers with 25% strikeout rate plus a 45% ground ball rate last season, minimum of 135 innings pitched. Garrett Crochet led the league, but Edward Cabrera was right there. He's top 7 at number 7. But had a really good year last year. As he goes 1-1 now on Manzardo, who fouls off the 1-0 pitch. Again, both games today of this doubleheader will be broadcasted. Game 2 will start 30 minutes after Game 1. Here's the 1-1. It's up and in 2-1 now. However, Game 2 is scheduled for 3:40, so it cannot start earlier than 3:40, but it can start later than 3:40. So we'll see what the timing is for that. Here's the 2-1. Change up on the corner. That's a strike 2-2 now on Manzardo. Kyle 2 for 27 on the season. 1 RBI. He's played in all 8 Guardians games. It's a 3-2. 2-2. Now it's 3-2. Cabrera against the Angels on Monday. 26 changeups, 22 fast, 4 seamers, 16 sliders, 13 curveballs, and 3 sinkers. Here's the 3-2. Ground ball pulled hard. Bush, a nice little sliding grab, flips to first, and that's out number 1. And we are literally having like deja vu between these two teams on offense. Is this the third play from Michael Bush that he's made today? Similar to Brian Rocchio starting the top half of this inning. Now, can we see a strikeout and a fly out to left center field? Here's Bill Naylor. First pitch. Oh, it nearly hits Naylor. It's ball 1. .174 average for Bo this season. The younger brother of Josh Naylor, who played with Bo here, but Josh Naylor is now in Seattle. It's 2-0 now on Naylor. Cabrera misses low. St. Louis and Detroit, one of the nightcaps today. 6:20. Here's the 2-0. It's 3-0 now. 3 straight pitches inside the Naylor. Probably try and fire in a fastball here. Here's the 3-0. High fly ball, right field, hit pretty well. Conforto on the track at the wall makes a catch for the second out. That was hit really well on a 3-0 green light. Just missed hitting the home run. And the Guardians' first 5 hitters have been retired with 1 scare. That was an excellent hit, excellent pitch to hit. Middle in. And Cabrera almost served up his first home run of the season. Here's Schneemann, first pitch to him, well up and away for ball 1. Here's the 1-0 to Schneemann. Tap at his own, that's a strike, 1-1. Good pitch there from Edward Cabrera. 227 average start for Schneemann. He's played in 7 of the 8 Guardians games. 2 RBIs. Here's the 1-1. Check swing looked like he went too far. He did. That's strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Schneemann. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Schneemann. 2 outs, bottom of the second, no score. A 1-2. Ground ball chop foul. San Diego and Boston just getting away there in the top half of the first inning. Cubs and Boston, the earliest starters today. And that's up and away 2-2 now. A lot of 110 starts for most of the major league teams today. Here's a 2-2. Chopper hit towards third, but foul. And then the nightcap, St. Louis against Detroit at 6:10. Here's a 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Cabrera gets another punch out. And the Guardians go down in order 1-2-3. To the top of the third we go, scoreless on ChiSportsLive. Welcome back here to the top half of the third inning. Cubs and Guardians in game 1 of this doubleheader. Scoreless through 2 innings. First pitch to Conforto, hard a ground ball through the right side hole, and Conforto has his first hit of the season for the Cubs. And that is a good start there for the Cubs here in the top of the third inning. As Conforto finally gets his first hit of the season and first as a Cub. 103 off the bat on the ground ball. So here's Matt Shaw. First pitch. Just misses either up or in. It's 1-0 now. Matt hitting .222 to start the season. No home runs for Matt Shaw. Here's the 1-0. That's on the way. It's 2-0. Ciccone, 32 pitches through 2 complete innings, just a 1 hit surrendered. No walks, a couple strikeouts. Here's a 2-0 from Ciccone. Again up and in. It's 3-0 now. Could give him the 3-0 green light. Schneemann almost cracked one out of here in the bottom of the second on a 3-0 pitch. Here's a 3-0. That's a strike at the top of the zone. It's 3-1 now. Ciccone comes set. 3-1. Inside corner. That's a strike. Full now on Matt Shaw. Here's a 3-2 from Ciccone. Ground ball pulled, but foul. We'll do it again. Full count on Shaw. Three-two. Ramel Paul towards third. Ramirez grabs it. Sheeman's the second. Rocchio the first. They're only get the one out. As Conforto is out at second. So one gone. Runner on first. It'll bring up Miguel Amaya. Drove in the only run of the game for the Cubs on Friday. See if Shaw takes off here. First pitch on Amaya is a swing and a miss for strike one. One home run and 3 RBIs for Miguel. 400 batting average through 4 games. Getting to start a catcher today. I have to imagine Carson Kelly's going to get the game 2 start. As there's a throw to first, Shaw's back in time. First disengagement issued. The 0-1 on Amaya. Here is the 0-1. Foul back to the screen, 0-2 now. Next pitch will be pitch number 40 for Slade Ciccone. Cantillo got into the 6th inning in the opener of this series. She finished 6 innings. The 0-2 pop fly right side out of play. We'll do it again. Cantillo only had that one struggling half inning where the Cubs got the run. Cubs also stranded a lot of players, runners on base, especially in scoring position in the opener. He had, I think, 4 innings with a runner in scoring position and failed to score 3 of those 4 innings. Here's the 0-2 to Amaya. This is high for ball 1. Good eye from Miguel to lay off the high heat. Cubs looking to try and even this series up, and it has to start with them getting more runs than just 1 run in this game. 1-2. Just low, might have been off the plate as well. It's 2-2 now. Did miss the box on the monitor. Here's the 2-2. Corkscrew foul ball, still 2-2. Love to see the Cubs making Ciccone work. Really didn't make Cantillo work that much in game 1, which is part of the reason why he was able to get through 6 complete innings, and he got through it without really any issues. Here's the 2-2. Swinging a miss, strike 3. High heat gets Amaya, and that is out number 2. So through the first 9 hitters of this game, Ciccone registered 3 strikeouts and only 1 hit. I'm going to Michael Busch, 0 for 1 today, grounded out to Rocchio. Rocchio's had three opportunities to get outs today. Michael Busch as well has had 3 opportunities to get outs today. First pitch to him, check swing, ground ball, hit foul. I always hate the check swing and make contact with it. At least it went foul. No balls on a strike. Would love to see some hard-hit contact here for the Cubs in play. Here's the 0-1. Swinging a miss 0-2 now on Busch. Looks like he swung late on that pitch. Some extra movement and potential life on Ciccone's fastball. As Michael Busch will take his timeout and get ready for this 0-2 pitch. Ciccone will throw to first. Shaw's back in time. First disengagement issued. No balls and 2 strikes on Michael Busch, the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Shaw was going, but it didn't matter. Cubs get a hit, but they don't. The Cubs get a hit, they don't score. There we go in Cleveland. Scoreless on ChiSportsLive. Catch the Cubs versus the Pirates April 10th to 12th on Marquee Sports Network and likely here on ChiSportsLive. Cubs and Guardians scores through 2.5. First pitch to Rocchio from Cabrera misses high for ball one. On to the third here in Cleveland. 1-0 that misses high. It's 2-0 now. It's been 6 up and 6 down for Edward Cabrera in his start so far. 2 strikeouts, no rest of the balls have been put in play. Here's a 2-0, and that's a 3-0 start. Last time he was in a 3-0 count it was against Schneemann. Schneemann hit one to the wall. It was caught back in Fordo. 3 RBIs for Rocchio. There's a strike. He's not swinging on a 3-0 pitch. 3-1 now on Rocchio. 3-1 misses high. That's a 5-pitch walk. So Cabrera issues his first walk. This first base runner of the game for the Guardians. I think I've gave it Arias. Has some nice flow going. Those Arias. Cabrera will come set. The first pitch. Misses inside. That's 5 balls and 6 pitches to start the half inning here for Cabrera. Sorry, nearly hit the home run on a 3-0 pitch. Pickoff attempt to Rocchio. He gets back in time. First disengagement from Cabrera. 2 home runs and RBIs for Arias. Hit one in game 1 of this series. Hitting 143 to start the season. The 1-0. And that's another ball. It's not really been competitive in this half inning so far. 8.3% walk rate in 2025. He's been steadily going down since 2023, where he was at 15%. Got another 10%, and he's trying to keep it low again here this season to 2-0. Line drive, center field. PCA comes in, makes the catch for the first out. We're on the first, and Rocchio is back in time without any issues. So, gets down 2-0, but serves up some hard contact, but it is an out. New CJ Kefas. 4 games this season, 0 for 10 in hitting. Did not play in game 1. August call-up last year. And the Cabrera again throws over the first. Rookie back in time. Cubs did get a pick off in game 1. First pitch, the K-Fest runner goes, pitches a swing and a miss. What a second. Look how he got him. What a play from Miguel Amaya. Rocchio is caught stealing. He looked out in real time. And Vogt says, let's roll on. So, Guardians getting out on the base pass. And Miguel Amaya throws out his first runner of the season. Excellent tag from Dansby to get him on the back. Excellent throw as well. Bang, bang, check swing. They appeal to third. No swing. 1-1 now in K-Fus. So, if Cabrera gets out here, he's facing the minimum. He's faced the minimum so far. The 1-1. High pop fly. Shallow center field. Pisse coming in and calling everyone off. It makes the catch for the third down. Guardians get their first base run on the walk, but don't score. To the fourth we go in Cleveland. Scoreless on ChiSportsLive. Welcome back here to the top of the fourth inning. Cubs and Guardians scoreless for the first 3 innings of Game 1 of this doubleheader today. Alex Bregman leading it off for the Cubs. First pitch from Slade Ciccone. Misses inside for ball 1. Both teams have 1 base runner today. Cubs have a hit. Guardians do not. They have a walk. There's a strike, 1-1. 1 Cubs base runner is Michael Conforto. Reached via a single. I guess technically Matt Shaw also reached on the fielder's choice, so I guess technically they did have 2 base runners. It's just off the plate, 2-1 now. But Guardians have only 1 base runner today. It was a walk. Here's a 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2 now on Bregman. I'll take his timeout. Nice tight slider there from Ciccone. Here's a 2-2. Ground ball up the middle, past Ciccone, nearly has the second base bag. Rocchio, his fourth ground ball opportunity, makes the play, and that is out number 1. I'm going to be happy struck out in his last plate appearance. Not really near a full house today in Cleveland, but it is cold. It's game 1 of a doubleheader. It's Easter Sunday. This is also supposed to be game 2 of this series. They moved this game up to 12:10. It was really scheduled for 12:40, but they moved this game up to 12:10 in order to give extra time for the game 2 series. And of course, game 3 of the series. And of course, game 2 yesterday was supposed to be on primetime on Fox Sports Live on Saturday Night Baseball. So here's the 1-1. It's fouled off 1-2 now, so they had to make changes there on the TV side. So a lot of changes, but this is effectively game 2 of this series, and it's effectively game 2 due to the probables and stuff like that. Unsure who's expected to get the game 3 start. Here's the 1-2. That's a little in. It's 2-2 now. So take a look at the probables here in just a second. Get you that right here. Shota Imanaga, who's expected to get the Cubs' game 2 start today. The probables. As Happ goes down and strikes again swinging, that's out number 2. That'll give Ciccone another strikeout, and that's 5 of them. 5 punch-outs already for Ciccone in the first 12 hitters he's faced. Here's Pete Armstrong. He's 0 for 1 today. He grounded out the Rocchio. Ciccone approaching 60 pitches. First pitch to PC. High fly ball hit well to center field. Kwan on the track near the wall makes the catch for the third out. PCA gave it a ride, but it didn't leave. Cubs go down in order 1-2-3. To the bottom of the 4th we go. Scoreless on ChiSportsLive. Bottom of the 4th inning here on ChiSportsLive. Cubs and Guardians scoreless for the first 3.5 innings. Only 1 hit and 3 combined base runners between the two teams. Here's the first pitch to Stephen Kwan. Misses up and in for ball 1. The Cabrera's faced the minimum through the first 3. All no strikes. There's a swing and a miss. Nice slider there from Cabrera. 5 strikeouts for Slade Ciccone through the first 4 innings. Cabrera has 2 strikeouts, 1 walk. 1-1 swing and a miss, 1-2 now. He's about even with the balls and strikes he's thrown today. He's thrown 22 strikes, 19 balls now. Quan 0 for 1 today, grounded out the first. 1-2. So it's 2-2. He's faced 10 batters. This is his 10th batter. He's thrown only 2 first pitch strikes. So this is just he's only hitting a 20% success rate. Called strike 3. That was a late call by Dan Bellino, and Stephen Kwan is going to call for a challenge here. I think it might have actually caught the top of the zone. It's always tough, though, with curveballs to judge. And it is a strike. Just nicks the top of the zone, so the Guardians have lost their first challenge. That'll give 3 strikeouts now for Cabrera. Just hit the top of the zone. Here's Chase Slaughter. 0 for 1 today. Had a broken bat ground ball to Michael Busch in his last at bat. First pitch. Changeup. Missed either down or away to Bellino. Looked like it caught the zone, but wasn't received well from Amaya. It's 1-0 now. So it's 2-0 now. Two balls, no strikes. It's on the way. It's 3-0. Three balls, no strikes on the ladder. Cabrera being careful, and it's a 4-pitch walk. Second walk issued from Cabrera. His command hasn't been as strong as it was against the Angels. 24 balls, 23 strikes now for Cabrera. It's 2 for 11 now on first pitch strikes. Here's Jose Ramirez. He's 0 for 1 today. He struck out on his last at bat. And Cabrera's going to need a double play here. Another caught stealing to get through the minimum still. There's a foul ball. So that's 3 for 12 now for Edward Cabrera. The first pitch strikes ratio. Fans chanting Jose, Jose, Jose. Here's the 0-1. That's pulled foul on the ground. 0-2 now on Ramirez. 7-time All-Star. Almost won an MVP a couple seasons since COVID. He's been in the MVP race, I think 6 times. There's calls for time. Ramirez top 5 MVP finishes 2017, 18, 2020 finished second behind Jose Abreu. His worst finish was in 2024. He finished 5th in the voting. That's just on the way to 1-2 now on Ramirez. Here's the 1-2. High pop fly in the infield. Swanson's going to make the call and makes the catch for the second out. So, unless there's a caught stealing or a pickoff here, Cabrera will have not faced the minimum. Here's Kyle Manzardo 0 for 1 today with a ground out. Chase the ladder on first for the Guardians. Reached for a walk. Line drive. One hopper. What a snag from Horner. Throws on the first for the third down. Excellent defense there for the Cubs. We played through 4 in Cleveland. Scoreless on ChiSportsLive. Welcome back here to Shy Sports Live. The Cubs' 150 years anniversary team. You can cast your votes on MarqueeSportsNetwork.com. Cubs 150 to vote there, or scan the QR code when on the Marquee Sports Network app. Cubs, Guardians scoreless for the first 4 complete innings. We're in the top of the 5th here as Nico Horner leading off against Slade Ciccone. First pitch. Curveball in the dirt for ball 1. Horner struck out swinging in his last at bat. But that was an excellent play from Nico to end the 4th inning. The ball was actually tattooed from Manzardo. A nice little snag there. The 1-0. That nicked Nico's elbow pass, so that's a hit by pitch, and the Cubs have their third base runner of the game now. Our 3 base runners, a single from Conforto, the fielder choice ground up but reached for Matt Shaw. And then the hit by pitch there. That was pitch number 60 for Ciccone. Looks like Nico might be going. He holds first pitch curveball, misses high to Swanson, who's 0 for 1 today. Flew out to left center. His last at bat. Hitting 136 to start the season is Dansby. No home runs, only 3 RBIs. One ball, no strikes. The pitch. So breaking ball and inner third, first strike. 1-1 now on Swanson. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss on another breaking ball. 1-2 now on Dansby. As have only scored 1 run in 13 innings in this series. And Dansby Swanson's going to ask for his timeout. Gets it granted by Bellino. Ciccone will come sets. 1-2. High pop fly, right side, playable. Rocchio making his 5th play of the game. Makes the catch on a pop fly, and that's out number 1. So Rocchio has been active in game 1 today. 1 out, that'll bring up Michael Conforto. Has the only hit of the game between the 2 teams. That was his first hit of the season and with the Cubs. He played some of the season with the Dodgers last year, but that misses low for ball 1. But was not on any of the postseason rosters, so I'm not sure if he's going to get a World Series ring or not. Just crossed the 1 hour mark in today's game and broadcast. Game 1, at least. Yeah, Ciccone fires out at first. Horner back in time. Again, game 2, 30 minutes after game 1 or at 3:40, whichever one happens. Game 2 cannot start prior to 3:40, but it can start after. Nico's running, pitches a ground ball. Hit towards second. Rocchio did not back up the runner, or the second base bag, and Cubs catch a break there. Nico was running, otherwise that would have been a twin-killing double play. It's a ground out, runner out at first. Nico Horner in scoring position now. Here's Matt Shaw. Chance for the Cubs to break through here. Shaw ground out into a fielder's choice in his last at-bat. First pitch. Ground ball hit right towards second. Arias grabs it, fires the first, and that is the 3rd out. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th, halfway home. No scoreless on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to the bottom of the 15 in Cleveland. Cubs and Guardians scoreless through halfway through this game. Just one hit, and this for the Cubs. As Bo Naylor will lead off for the Guardians. First pitch from Cabrera is a foul ball. Strike one. Naylor flew out to the wall in right center field on a 3-0 pitch. Michael Conforto made the catch at the wall. 0-1 is a change of missing low. 1-1 now on Naylor. Here's the 1-1. Slider just inside. 2-1 now on Naylor. There's another Naylor, by the way. Miles Naylor, first-round draft pick. 2-1, that's foul to play. He's with the eventual Las Vegas Athletics. Or they're the Sacramento Athletics right now, but he's with them. A lot of delays today in MLB games around the league due to rain on the East Coast. 2-2. Low in full now. Cabrera's walked 2 people already today. Pittsburgh on top of Baltimore 4-0. They're in the bottom of the second in that game. Milwaukee and Kansas City just getting underway. Naylor breaks his bat. It's a foul ball. He'll need some new lumber. White Sox and Blue Jays are in the top of the first. They just got started in the south side. That was a nice curveball. So we've had our second broken bat of the game. Chase Delauder and now Bo Naylor. Full count on Naylor. 58 pitches for Cabrera at this point in this game. Cabrera comes set. A 3-2. Lone in ball 4. Third walk issued from Cabrera in this game. Another base runner for the Guardians. Birmingham Daniel Schneemann 0 for 1 today. Struck out swinging in his last at bat. Love a double play here if Cabrera can get one. First pitch. Chopper hit foul. 0-1 now. Matt Shaw is in on the grass over at third. Here's the 0-1. Schneemann not bunting. Now misses low. It's 1-1. On the strike on Daniel Schneemann. Bottom of the 5th. Runner on first. Naylor walked to start the inning. The 1-1. High fly ball. It's dropping. Conforto makes a nice little diving catch for this first out. Excellent play from Conforto. That was dropping a lot faster than Conforto initially thought. Had to make a little diving catch, and he does for the first out. Another hard hit for the Guardian. Another hard hit ball put in play for the Guardians, but another ball hit right at a Cubs player. Coming up, Barocchio, he walked in his last plate appearance. Had 5 plays in the defensive side already. Nice front door action on that sinker. 0-1 on Barocchio. 3 walks issued for Cabrera through the first 4 and a third. Only 2 strikeouts. Here's the 0-1. Misses inside 101. Command has definitely been a little more wayward this start compared to his first start back at Wrigley on Monday against the Angels. Cabrera comes set. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Good changeup. 1-2 now. Athletics in Houston getting on the way at 3:05. Less than 2 hours of that game. Same with San Francisco and New York and San Francisco. The Mets behind them. The Angels and the Mariners at 3:07. 1-2. Little chopper hit towards Horner. He's going to only go to first for the second out. So 2 outs. Gets the for sure out, and that'll bring up Gabriel Arias for the Guardians. Line out the PCA in his last at bat. Now hitting 136 on the season. Cabrera comes set. The pitch. Curveball, nice block from Amaya, 1-0. Guardians had a go-ahead run on second base right now. And honestly, might be the game-winning run at this rate. Here's a 1-0. Oh, and it's 2-0 now. If Arias reaches, CJ Kefas is on deck. Cabrera comes set. 2-0. 3 straight inside. 3-0 now on Arias. Cabrera in danger of walking his 4th man in the game already. I think he only had 1 walk on Monday. 3-0. Checks. So it's a called strike. It's 3-1 now. Might have swung. Anyways, pitch was inside, but it was a call strike from Molino. 3-1. Swing and a miss. Full count now. Cabrera trying to get through 5 complete scoreless. I think if you go back to that changeup at that same exact spot, you'll get a strikeout. 6-0 Pittsburgh on top of Baltimore now. Milwaukee on top of Kansas City 3-0. They're still in the first inning in that game. Cabrera comes set. 3-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Went back to that changeup. Gets a 3rd strikeout of the game. Guardians trying to run it down. Score to the 6th. We go in Cleveland. Scoreless on ChiSportsLive. Catch the Cubs versus Pirates on April 11th. It's Ben Zobrist's bobblehead giveaway up to the first 10,000 fans presented by Drew Lasco. Get a bobblehead of Ben Zobrist pointing to the sky after his go-ahead double in the Game 7 of the 10th inning of Game 7 of the World Series. Was the World Series MVP. 44.7 career WAR, led the AL in WAR with 8.6 in 2009. Three-time All-Star, 1,566 hits, 167 home runs, and 14 MLB seasons. First pitch to Miguel Amaya is a fastball down the middle for strike one by Slade Ciccone. That was his 68th pitch of the game. Both pitchers, a little control issues for Cabrera, but he's still pretty efficient with the pitch count as it's 0-2 now on Amaya. It's kind of rare nowadays to see both starters still in the game at the sixth inning. No balls, 2 strikes on Miguel Amaya. Just after his timeout. A little quick pitch there from Ciccone. Pop fly right side. And off the netting. And Manzardo makes the catch, but it's off the netting, so it's a foul ball. Still 0-2. 70 pitches thrown from Ciccone. Wonder if Vogt's going to pull the plug on Slade after this inning, depending on how work-intensive it is. Here's the 0-2. Nice swerve off the plate, but nice eye from Amaya to hold. Amaya struck out swinging in his last at-bat. It's 1-2 on him this at-bat. The pitch. Goes back to it, low and away. Amaya again thought about it, but holds. It's 2-2 now on Miguel. 2-2 from Ciccone. Inside, nearly hits Amaya. It's full now. And I imagine Carson Kelly is going to get the Game 2 catching start. 3-2. Up and in, nearly hits Amaya. It's ball 4 either way. Cubs get another leadoff base runner, and they have yet to score, though. Here's Michael Busch, 0 for 2 today. Ground out on a strikeout. Love to see a home run here for his first of the season. Give the Cubs the 2-0 lead, which right now seems insurmountable to come back from. First pitch. He gets a pop fly left side. Might be playable for Schneemann. It is, and he'll make the catch for the first out. So weak contact for Busch again, and that is out number 1. That'll bring him Alex Bregman now. 0 for 2, couple of ground outs. LaRocchio. Got a corkscrew ground out to his first at bat and a ground out up the middle into the shift. First pitch from Ciccone. Just off the plate for ball 1 on a slider. 76 pitches for Ciccone through 5 1/3. Again, neither pitcher has qualified for the win yet. Just a 1-0. Swing and a miss 1-1. That is due to the fact that there is no runs in this game yet. Bregman's averaged back down to 200 after the 0 for 2 start today. Here's the 1-1. Ground ball hard towards third. It's foul. 1-2 now. Bregman's hit the ball hard today. He had a home run that was foul. He just smoked that one on the ground. That was also foul. So he's a little early on his timing. If he straightens it out just a touch, they get something going. Tim Herron is warming up in that Guardians bullpen right now, a lefty. That's on the way. Nice block there from Naylor. It's 2-2 now. Have to imagine we're going to see some backups for both teams in Game 2 of this doubleheader. You normally see it anyways on Sunday afternoon games after a week of little to no off days. Here's a 2-2. Curveball, another corkscrew. That's foul, though. Two. Ground ball hit towards third. Sheeman's got to charge it. He's going to go to second. They'll get out there. That's the only out they can get. So 2 outs. Another weak ground down for Cubs hitting. 2 outs. So we have Ian Happ 0 for 2 today. He struck out swinging in both at bats. 81 pitches for Saccone through 5 2/3 now. Might not qualify for the win yet, but he could get a quality start if he gets to one more out. First pitch. That's low for ball 1. Saccone comes set. 1-0 Happ. That's fouled back to the backstop. 1-1 now. One ball, one strike. The pitch. Nice curveball from Saccone at 71. Swinging to miss. 1-2 now. If you're happy, you're probably thinking, okay, you just gave me a low whopper of 71. Gotta have to imagine he's going to go with some heat at the top of the zone. 1-2. He does, and it's strike 3. That's out number 3. Happ 0 for 3 on 3 strikeouts. We play through 5.5 to the bottom of the 6th. We go scoreless on ChiSportsLive. Welcome back here to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Cubs and Guardians scoreless for the first 5.5. First pitch from Cabrera to C.J. Kefas nearly hits him inside on the fastball. So 1-0. Edward has not had a good day in terms of locating pitches. 38 strikes, 35 balls. He's been a little more like his 2023 season in terms of commands today. And again, misses inside Kefas. It's 2-0. Boston on top of San Diego. They're in the bottom of the 3rd in that game. 2-0. Give me over curve. That's a strike. 2-1. Pittsburgh on top of Baltimore 6-0 in that game. Milwaukee on top of Kansas City 3-0 under in the second. Minnesota on top of Tampa Bay. They're 1-0 there in the bottom of the second inning. That game. White Sox on top of Toronto 1-0. They're in the bottom of this first. That ball's hit high to right field. Conforto comes in. Now he's going back, and that ball is off the wall. That is the first hit of the game for the Guardians today, and that was a misread from Michael Conforto. Came in, and that ball just took off on him. That's a leadoff double for the Guardians. Hanging breaking ball. And Kefas, Conforto, he came in and immediately was like, oh crap, this ball is well over my head. And that first step was back. He likely makes the catch on the wall, but he doesn't. No. And the no-hitter alert. First pitch to Kwan, shows bunt, gets it down the line. It's going to go foul, though. Thank goodness for the Cubs, because that would have been a base hit if it did not go foul. Guardians trying to play some fundamental baseball here to take the 1-0 lead in the game-end series where runs have been tough to come by for the Cubs. Just the one run for the first 15 innings of this series. No one. Shows bunt again. Gets it down. A little bit harder. Shaw will have to play at first for the first out. But that'll put C.J. Kefas at third. And I'm going to chase the ladder with one out. I'm going to imagine Council's going to say, let's put him on and set up a double play here. They're not going to do it. I understand it because of Jose Ramirez, but I feel like Chase Lauder can run into one here. Going to put infield in. First pitch. Ooh, that misses. That's going to be a strike. Amaya is challenging it. That pitch was definitely a strike. Dan Bellino definitely missed that one. So that's the third ABS challenge we've had today. 2 from Cleveland, 1 from Chicago. Cleveland has lost one of their challenges. Chicago still has both of their challenges left. Here's the 0-1. Ground ball pulled, foul. Cubs have the infield in. It's be big here if Cabrera can get out on the ladder here without a run scoring. Also, again, imagine Cabrera's afternoon is almost done. That was just his 80th pitch of the game. 0-2. High, it's 1-2 now. Do miss the old days where the doubleheaders were 2 7-inning games. The old days were 5 years ago. Seems like forever ago, but here's the 1-2 from Cabrera. No offer on the curve. 2-2 now. Ramirez on deck. Manzaro on the hole for the Guardians. Due up if Ramirez is able to reach base and if the ladder does not get out here. 2-2. Chopper hit towards second. Throws home, and there's going to be an out at the plate. Nice play there for Nico Horner. And Miguel Amaya making a nice play there. Guardians are going to hold. But what a play there from Nico Horner. Nice tag there from Miguel. 2 outs. I'll bring up Jose Ramirez. Similar. That really wasn't similar, but similar magnitude to the World Series Game 7 out at the plate, where Miguel Rojas threw it. It was a little offline, and the catcher, Will Smith, had to make a nice play there. 2 outs. Runner cut down at the plate. We're still scoreless. So here's Jose Ramirez 0 for 2 today. Striking on a pop out. He fouls that to the backstop. 0-1. Cubs have PCA, Horner, and Swanson due up scheduled in the top half of the 7th inning. Cabrera comes set. The 0-1. Off the plate, 1-1. Washington and the Dodgers, as well as the Yankees and Marlins, are all delayed due to weather on the East Coast. It's 2-1 now. San Diego's has gotten a run on Boston. They're still down 4-1. Same thing with Baltimore and Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's on top of Baltimore 6-1 in that game. Barrett throws over the first. DeLauder's back in time. 86 pitches for Cabrera through 5 2/3. He's 1 out away from getting a quality start. Be back-to-back quality starts to start his Cubs career. Here's the 2-1. High fly ball on the right field line. That's going to be out of play. It's 2-2 now. With a changeup, and Ramirez a little early on it. Also under it a bit as well. So it was fair that likely would have been an out. But the misplay from Conforto does not come back to bite the Cubs. Although the Guardians did get their first hit of the game. Cabrera comes set. The 2-2. Corkscrew ground ball foul, still 2-2. It's likely going to be the last inning for Ramirez. Maybe in the last batter. Unsure if there's any bullpen work out there in center field, hard to see. I know Tim Herron was warming up for the Guardians in the top half of the 6th inning. Cabrera comes set. The 2-2. Line drive down the line. That ball's gone, but it's foul. Into the corner. The restaurant, the corner. 104.20 off the bat on that changeup. 2-2-2. Bottom of the 6th. No runs. Your team as Ramirez will take his timeout. We will, after the game is over, we will have a quick post-game show, and then we will go off air until Game 2 gets ready to go. But before we go off air, we will try and get you the starting time for Game 2 to 2-2. That's another good block there from Amaya. Full count. This week is going to be scarce in terms of broadcasts between these for the Cubs. That's why we're doing both games of the doubleheader today, just because of the likelihood that I might not have another broadcast until the weekend of next week. This will be pitch number 8 of this at bat. It's a full count. The DeLauder off with the pitch. The 3-2. Inside, ball 4. 4th walk issued from Cabrera. Has 4 strikeouts, but we'll see if that's it for him. Tommy Hanavi, the pitching coach, is going to have to talk with him. Double barrel left-handers warming up in that bullpen for the Cubs. Steelbar and Martin, the man who was recalled from AAA to replace the injured Kate Horton. 2 lefties getting loose. It is a lefty-heavy lineup today. Naylor is on deck. He's a lefty. Schneeman's a lefty. Rocchio is a switch hitter. Arias is a righty, and Kafis is a lefty. So, plenty of lefties coming up. Cabrera, unless he gets an out on this pitch, this will be his most work-intensive inning in terms of pitches thrown. 20 last inning. He's up to 19 in this inning. And Zardo 0 for 2 today. First pitch to him. Misses low in, and that's ball 1. Manzardo is grounded out twice. Both hard-hit groundouts. One to Michael Bush and one to Nico Horner. That hard one-hopper on the line that Nico had to make a nice play on. 1-0, swing and a miss on a nice changeup 1-1. Sure, Hadavi told Cabrera, hey, this is your last batter. Go out on top. Get your quality start. Get us to the 7th, still scoreless. It's been a relatively long inning here in the 6th inning. 1-1, that's all, and it's 2-1 now. For 94 pitches. Again, it's rare to see a pitcher throw this many pitches in an outing, especially in the 6th inning. He's getting his work in. The 2-1. Nice pitch right over the plate for a strike. 2-2 now, Manzardo. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th here in Cleveland. Game 1 of this doubleheader today. Can Cabrera get through the 6th clean without any runs scored? The 2-2. Up and away. Counts runs full, and both runners will be off with the pitch here. Cabrera running on fumes at this point, likely. 3-2. Cabrera comes set. The pitch. Inside, ball 4. They appeal to third. He does not go. That's now the 5th walk issue from Cabrera, and that is likely going to end his outing right there. That's a good no swing. That really wasn't close. And now comes Counsell. We'll just have to see which lefty it is. I have to imagine it's going to be Dilbar, more experienced in the higher leverage situations. But Cabrera will depart. So will we. We'll be back after this. Cubs and Guardians scoreless, but the Guardians surrounded with the bases loaded. You're listening to Cubs Baseball on ChiSportsLive. Welcome back here to the bottom of the 6th inning. Caleb Thielbar is in the pitch for the Cubs. The final line for Cabrera was 5 2/3 innings, 97 pitches, 46 balls, 51 strikes. Only 1 hit given up, but 5 walks, 4 strikeouts. Stranded 2 men on base, but the bases are loaded and all 3 runners are inherited. 2 appearances this season for Thielbar, 2 innings. 43% strikeout rate, 14% walk rate. Can't put Naylor on anywhere. So we need to get this out right here. First pitch. High, pop fly left side. Is it playable for Shaw? It is. Oh, he just ran out of room, ran into the side of the railing. That's a foul ball. It's 0-1. Almost, it looked like he had a chance at this play, but he hit the edge of the railing. So Naylor will get a second chance. No balls and a strike. The 0-1. Get me over curve. That's popped out a play. 0-2 now on Naylor. Dealbar just turned 39. Has a chance here to get the Cubs to the 7th. Still scoreless. It's been a long inning. The 0-2. Another foul ball. At this rate with the Cubs offense, Cubs cannot afford to give up multiple runs in this inning. Have to get the out here. 0-2. Curveball, good block by Amaya. No runners moving. 1-2 now on Naylor. It's a nice curveball, but it just broke a little too much and too early for Naylor to really have an offer on it. The 1-2. Curveball low and away. 2-2 now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th. Bases are juiced. Scoreless in game 2 of this 3-game set. The 2-2. High pop fly. Behind second base, shallow center field. Swanson calls off. Everyone makes the catch, and Thielbar gets out of the inning with the bases jammed. No runs, 1 hit. A lot of walks. 3 through 6 in Cleveland. Scoreless on ChiSportsLive. Welcome back here to the top half of the 7th inning. Tim Herron is now in the pitch for the Guardians. So both pitchers getting no decisions today. First pitch to PCA tries a slap bunt. Swings and misses for strike 1. Saucony's final line for the Guardians. 6 innings, 85 pitches, 55 strikes, 30 balls. 1 hit given up, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts. It hit a man. Stranded 3 runners on base. L1. So on the way 1-1. So the Cubs offense, 15 innings in this series and only 1 run to show for on offense. 1-1, swing and a miss 1-2. This is, like I said, this is the Guardians type of motto or memo, however you want to call it. They're not going to score a lot of runs most of the time, but they're also not going to give up a lot of runs most of the time. And last game on Friday, it took the Guardians a long time, but they finally got the power going. And all it takes is one crack of the bat, and it's a 1-0 game. It's 2-2 on PCA as that pitch missed low in the dirt. Warner and Swanson due up after PCA. 2-2, fouled off the screen. You love the two righties behind Pete to get some good contact and get the Cubs their second hit of the game. 2-2, swing and a miss, strike three. Pete goes down, strike swinging. That's out number one. I bring Nico Horner up. He's 0 for 1 today. Strikeout and a hit by pitch. Cubs, if they lose today, they'll have officially lost this series. Their second series they would have dropped of the season. In their first three attempts, that's a strike on the outside corner, 0-1 to Horner. Made a nice play a few innings ago on the one-hopper from Manzardo, I believe. Backhand in, fired the first. It was actually smoked on the ground. It was a tough hop to handle, too, but he made the play. Part of the reason why we're still scoreless. The 0-1. Little flare to the third base side, and that's going to be caught by Schneemann for the second out. So another week out for the Cubs offense. Now to bring up Dansby Swanson 0 for 2 today. Fly out to left center and a pop out to Brian Rocchio. Connor Brogdon, who pitched in game one, is getting loose in that Guardians bullpen now, the righty. Got the winning game one, I believe. First pitch to Swanson. That's low. It's 1-0. Swanson now hitting 130 on the season. Here's a 1-0. Swing and a miss and a nice slider or changeup, whatever it was nice and tight and dropped. It's 1-1 now in Swanson. Aaron comes set, the 1-1. And the dirt, no offer, 2-1 now. Cubs pitching has done a good job this series, but again, it's been the issue is with the offense. 2-1, that's another as well as 3-1. Only one hit for the Cubs. Michael Conforto's first hit of the season and with the Cubs. So heard a ground ball. And then the Guardians' only hit came on a line drive to right field, and Conforto misplayed. It's a double. It's full now on Swanson as he fouls off that pitch. CJ Kefas got the hit for the Cubs, or for the Guardians. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the 7th, the pitch. Hard a ground ball, but foul. Fourteen pitches for Aaron out of the bullpen so far. 3-2. Another foul ball. If Dansby reaches, Michael Conforto is due up next. Can't imagine Craig is going to go with a pinch hitter. So this will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. 4 curveballs for Heron, 2 sliders. There's only thrown one hard pitch. It was a sinker at 93. And short sleeve say the 3-2. Oh, that got Naylor in a place where you do not want to get hit. I don't, has to hurt. That was a foul ball that, as a man, you never want to be hit there, and it hit him there. So he's going to ask for some time here. Thinking at the replay just to confirm that's where I saw him get hit. Yeah. Yeah, so that's why you wear a cup for some protection, but of course it doesn't always protect you. Of course, we know Monterrey, Cleveland Guardian, or was it when Cleveland was called the Indians? It's a long time ago, but he got hit badly in that spot when he was at third base. He had to be carted off. But full count. Not really much you can do as a trainer other than give him some drills to kind of shake it off. Naylor's smiling, and it's gonna hurt. You're gonna get some stomach. You're gonna get a stomach ache. But Naylor is now getting ready to go again. Nice little break there from Heron. But could help the Cubs. Heron's going to get a couple of pitches to give to Naylor here to just try and give him some feel again. So full count, 2 outs. We'll do it again. 3 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the 7th. Here's the pitch from Heron. Swing and a miss, strike 3 on the back foot. That's out number 3. Swanson goes on strikes, and that will head us to the bottom of the 7th inning. We're at the 7th inning stretch, scoreless on ChiSportsLive. Welcome back here to the bottom of the 7th inning on ChiSportsLive. Cubs and Guardians still scoreless through 6.5 innings in this game now. Both teams only have one hit so far, so 2 hits combined. The Cubs' lone hit was from Michael Conforto, a hard ground ball single to right, and also CJ Kafis for the Guardians. He has the lone single for the Guardian, or he has the lone hit for the Guardians. There's a double off the wall. Michael Conforto misplayed it, which is why it went over his head. We're in the bottom of the 7th in Game 2 of this 3-game set. Similar to Game 1, it was a close first 6.5 innings, and the Guardians broke through in the 7th. See how that happens again today. Sheeman 0 for 2 today. A strikeout on the line out. Averaged down to 208 on the season now. First pitch from Thielbar. Nice changeup, swing and a miss, 0-1. Minnesota and Tampa are tied in the 5th inning at 1. Sox on top of Toronto, 1-0. They're in the top of the 3rd in that game. The 0-1, the Schneemann, swing and a miss, 0-2. Texas and Cincinnati just got underway a little bit ago. They're scoreless throughout the 2nd inning. Colorado and Philly expected to get underway here in a couple minutes. Athletics and Astros in a little over an hour. Same thing with San Francisco and the Mets. Here's a ground ball hit towards second. Horner backpedals, makes the play, fires the first. And that is out number 1. So 1 out. Now to bring up Brian Rocchio for 1 today. Walked and grounded out in his 2 plate appearances. .217 average, 3 RBIs for the youngster. He's getting a lot of opportunities today. Shows bunt and pulls it back. Called strike at the knees on a changeup, 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2 now. Schedule due up in the bottom of the top of the 8th inning for the Cubs. Conforto, Shaw, and Amaya. Dylan Carlson had a bat on deck when Swanson ended the bottom of the top half of the 7th inning on a strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Up and away, 2-2 now. Cubs will play Tampa in Chicago in their next series in a 3-game set. 2-2. Shot foul. Sorry, that's my bad. They'll be in Tampa. George Steinbrenner Field. 2-2. Found out a play. 3:10 tomorrow, 5:40 on Tuesday and Wednesday Central Time. It was a Thursday off day, and then they'll face Pittsburgh at home. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, all 1:20 starts, and now Amaya's going to come out to talk with Thielbar. And it gets a bit tough for the Cubs after that. They have 3 against the Mets, or 3 against the Phillies, 3 against the Mets, and 4 against the Phillies. Then 3 against the Dodgers and the Padres. So they play a lot of tough teams here in the month of April coming up. That's really going to make or break their season, honestly, and how well they do. The 2-2, Nolan and the Rocchio, 3-2. Can't imagine a goal for those stretches, those series will be to aim to be around 500 or better. So when you get to the easier part of your schedule, you can hopefully take advantage of it. And Rokio's battling Thielbar now. We're at another long at bat. This will be pitch number 9 of the at bat for Thielbar. Here's a 3-2. Round ball and do it again. Pulled foul. We'll have a 10th pitch of this at bat. Three-two. Curveball. Called strike 3. Rocchio is going to challenge. Cleveland has one challenge, so this is all. If this is a strike, they're out of challenges. Oh, it just misses. That's. Oh man, that's 0.2 of an inch off the plate. I mean, that's within the margin of error for a strikeout. So without the ABS challenge, that would have been ruled an okay call. 1 out, runner on first for Arias, 0 for 2 today. Remember, he hit the home run to take the lead. And misses low for ball 1 in game 1 on Friday. He's lined out and struck out today. Here's the 1-0. Not so, it's 2-0. Washington and the Dodgers are still in a rain delay. Same with the Mets or the Marlins and the Yankees. We're already 2 hours into our game today. 2-0. Round ball pulled foul. 2-1. As usual, the first 5 or so innings fly by, and then the latter half of the game were a bunch of strategy and closer plays where players are bearing down. Extends the game a bit. The 2-1, that's a strike. 2-2 now. You can hope everyone's having a wonderful Easter Sunday. Thank the Lord for being here. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Arias. 1 out, bottom of the 7th inning. Runner on first, and Thielbar's going to throw it to first as Rookie is back in time. Was it Rocchio? Rocchio might have been the player who was picked off in game 1 of this series. Can't remember who was the pitcher that picked him off. Might have been Jacob Webb. 2-2. Ground ball hit towards short. Tough play. Swanson's going to only have 1 play at second, and then he makes it for the second out. Excellent play there from Dansby Swanson. They get it, not only make the slide and make the catch, but they deliver a strike to Horner for the second out. It's a nice slider play. And he throws it off of his back foot while going away from second base. It's always tough. You have a tendency to get too much air underneath the ball and overthrow your man. As here's CJ Kayfus. He's 1 for 2 today. Swung out to center, and he's doubled to right. Hobie Milner, who pitched in game 1, he's getting loose in the Cubs bullpen right now. Another lefty. Quan and DeLauder, a couple lefties, are due up after Kayfus, who is a lefty himself. First pitch. Just off the plate for ball 1. David Fry, is the pinch hitter. Is pinch hitting for the Guardians. That pitch is off the plate. It's 2-2 now. He got hit high in the face last season against Tariq Skubal. Hard fastball. He's appeared in 3 games this year, 286 average. Good to see him back on the field, though, without any scars, it looks like. By the way, San Diego has taken the lead on Boston. They're up 6-4. They're in the bottom of the 5th in that game. 2 of Fry is a little low, but it's called a strike. 2-1. No challenge there from Fry. And the Guardians only have 1 challenge left, so they got to be cautious whenever they use one. That probably would have been a good one to use. Good time to use that. 2-1. High fly ball on the left field line. Coming in is Happ. Going out is Swanson. It is Happ making the sliding catch for the 3rd out. Guardians trying to run it in and score. To the 8th inning we go on ChiSportsLive. Scoreless in Cleveland. Welcome back here to the top of the 8th inning. Cubs and Guardians still scoreless as Connor Brogdon is now into the game for the Guardians. Michael Conforto up the hit for the Cubs. 1 for 2 today. That's the only Cubs hit today. He's grounded out in his other bat. Angel Martinez is in the play left field as David Fry pinch hit for CJ Kefas. He was only in the hit as Martinez is now in left field. And here's the 2-0 to Conforto. Swing and a miss, 2-1. Still no runs in this game. And again, 2 combined hits between both teams. Here's the 2-1 to Conforto. Nice action on that fastball. It's 1-2. Sorry, I think it's a 2-1. Okay, sorry, it's 2-2 now. I was right. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cubs haven't had a hit since the 3rd inning. Guardians, I think, they got their hit in the 6th inning. 4th appearance out of the bullpen for Brogdon. He's appeared in 3 innings, appeared in game 1 of the series. The 2-2 misses high. It's full now. Made it to the first 5 innings in about an hour and 10 minutes. And it's been about an hour to get through the last 3 innings. 3-2. Low ball 4. Conforto will take a leadoff walk, and up steps Matt Shaw 0 for 2 today. A couple groundouts. One of fielder's choice. And he'll be pinch ran for Scott Kingery. Sorry, Dylan Carlson will be the pinch runner for the Cubs. Former Cardinal and Dodger. No, he did not play for the Dodgers, sorry. He was a former Cardinal, though. First pitch, Shaw from Brogdon. Shows bunt. Pulls it back just in time. It's a called strike. That would be a good time to use a challenge. He does not use it. That probably should have been the challenge right from Shaw. It's 0-1. 0-1. Shows bunt again. Gets it down the first base line. There's going to be only one play at first, and they just get the out. Manzardo does get the out, but Shaw does his job. Rocchio does his job covering. Carlson is at second with one out, and I'll bring in Miguel Amaya. 0 for 1 today, a strikeout, swinging, and a walk. Chance here for the Cubs to break through finally. The first pitch changeup to Amaya for a strike, 0-1. A little over an hour until the scheduled Game 2 doubleheader. Yeah, until scheduled Game 2 of this doubleheader. 0-1. This is high, 1-1. Again, that's scheduled for 3:40 p.m. Central Time. So an hour and 18 minutes until first pitch, unless this game goes beyond 3:10. And the Game 2 start time will get pushed back. So my fouls a 1-off, 1-2 now. Game 2 will start 30 minutes after Game 1 concludes, which as of right now, this game ends in the next 15 or so minutes, or the game ends before 3:10, and Game 2 will start at 3:40. Line drive over the leaping head of Rocchio. That's going to bring in the first run of the game. And Miguel Amaya continuing to have a hot start to the season, has driven in both Cubs runs of the series in this series so far. And the Cubs are on top 1-0 now, late in this game. 105.7 off the bat on the exit velo. That was looked like a sinker right down the middle. Or a fastball with movement. Carlson did a good job to start going back towards second just in case it would be caught. Got on his horse. He scored easily. I'm bringing Michael Busch 0 for 3 today. Nearly gets hit by the first pitch. Busch ran out, striking on a pop out in foul territory. Chance here for him to get a hit here. So the Guardians down to their final 6 outs on offense. There's a swing and a miss with a fastball high. 1-1 now in Brogdon. Cubs finally breaking through in this game. 1-1, pop fly, left side out of play, 1-2. 16 innings of offense for the Cubs. All right, it's about to be 16 innings after the third out is made, and they've only registered 2 runs. But this could be the game-winning run. On all Sunday afternoon games on the regular season, up to the first 1,013 and under, kids had the opportunity to run the bases post-game. Is what they're permitting. Here's a pop fly, shallow left center field. Arias gives way to Martinez, who makes the catch for the second out. So 2 gone here in the top of the 8th inning. Bring up Alex Bregman. He's hitless today. 3 ground outs, 1 a fielder's choice. Average now below 200 again. Had a good Game 2 of the season against Washington, 2 home runs. As Brogdon spikes a fastball for ball 1. But really, since then, it's been a struggling start to the season so far for Bregman and a lot of Cubs hitters. But it's how it usually happens. Once the weather starts to warm up, hitters start to do a lot better. The 1-0. That's a strike. Bregman's going to call for a challenge. But this is our fourth challenge of the game now. It is off the plate. So it is 2-0 now on Bregman. Cubs have retained both of their challenges that they've called so far. That was 9/10 off the plate outside. The other one was 0.2 of an inch off the plate. So 2 balls, no strikes now on Bregman. The pitch. Ground ball hit hard towards the hole. Nice backhanded snap by Arias. Fires the first. What a play from Gabriel Arias. Getting that play. That was impossible, it seemed like, but he makes it. Cubs do get a run. They take the lead, but what a way to end it. To the bottom of the 8th we go. 1-0 Cubs on ChiSportsLive. Welcome back here to the bottom of the 8th inning. Our Cubs summary. It's a 1-0 lead for the Cubs. Just got the RBI single in the top half of the 8th inning. Guardians 0 for 10 with runners on base, and both starters for both teams pitched really well, other than the fact that Cabrera 5 walks. But Gabriel Arias, what a play. Backhanded all in one motion while making the throw. Excellent play. And a nice scoop there on the back end from Manzardo to make that play. So, Colby Milner in the pitch for the Cubs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. First pitch to Kwan is a front door slider for a strike. 5th appearance out of the pen for Milner. 4 innings, 4.50 ERA, only 1 home run allowed. No strikeouts or walks. The 0-1. Same pitch, same location, same call. It's 0-2 now. Guardians down to their final 6 outs tonight on offense now. 0-2. Or this afternoon, I should say. 1-2 now. Again, after the conclusion of this game, we will end our broadcast and begin a new one 5 minutes before our first pitch of Game 2 is scheduled to start. This is high. It's 2-2 now. But before we go off air, we will notify of start time for Game 2. That way, not only we know when we need to go on air, but when you guys need to tune in. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Kwan, who will take his timeout. Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. And he hits Kwan. So that puts the tying run on first base. And we have a good left-handed hitter, Chase Slaughter, 0 for 2 today. He's grounded out twice and he's walked. Got Quan on the elbow. Quan can run. I got to be careful here, especially with Milner's motion. It's going to be difficult. Nice front door pitch for a strike. 0-1 now in the ladder. Hitless today. Had the big 2-run home run in the game yesterday. It was not the game winner, but it made it 4-1. A 1 just slow. And then Maya's going to ask for a challenge. I think he's going to lose this one. This is the 6th challenge of the game. We had 2 in game 1. And yep, that is low. So it's 1-1. So both teams have 1 challenge remaining now for ABS. So it's a half of an inch low. So now you got to get really strategic here with your challenges, whether or not you use it or not. 1-1. Broken back ground ball. Hit the first. Bush turns. Fires a second. Turn from Swanson. He's out. That's a double play. And there are 2 outs now. 3-6-3. And Vo's going to say, hold on a second. Let's challenge. So the Lauder back by the dugout right now. You might as well challenge here. You have 2 to use. So. So ground ball hit the first. Bush made the play. Threw out second. That was an out there. Ooh. Looks like Bush's foot might have been off the bag is what they're looking at. And I think he's going to be safe. Oh, he's confirmed. So he is out. Guardians lose their challenge now for the rest of the game. I mean, you might as well use it. Might not get another base runner for the rest of this game. Especially with Palencia expected to come into this game with the save. But that's 2 outs now. And here's Jose Ramirez. This is off to play for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 today. Struck out, popped out, and walked. Is one of the bigger at-bats in the game now. Miller has missed off the plate for among both of his pitches. 2-0 now.
2 balls, no strikes to count. Ramirez 0 for 2 with a walk. Miller.
That's in there for a strike. 2-1. Milner will come set. The 2-1. Inside corner, it's a strike. 2-2 now, Ramirez.
Ramirez grimacing ever so slightly. Oh, that's a strike, yeah.
That misses just inside his full now, Ramirez. Miller comes set, and Ramirez calls for time.
Starter at the University of Texas. And that last pitch was a need a strike.
3-2. Flares of this one. Pop fly, shallow right field. 3 fielders converging, and it's going to be Nico Horner making the catch for the 3rd out. Cubs keep the lead. We'll head to the 9th. Cubs on top, 1-0 over Cleveland. You listen to Cubs baseball on ChiSportsLive. Welcome back here to Shine Sports Live. 1-0 Cubs here in the top of the ninth inning. New pitcher on the mound for the Guardians. It is Peyton Pallett. Third appearance of the season. 2.45 ERA at 3.2 thirds innings pitched. Facing Ian Happ leading off for the Cubs. Struck out three and swinging all three times today. First pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one. Both teams have one habeas challenge remaining. Cubs have their normal challenge remaining. Guardians lost their challenge. That's back-to-back swing and misses for Happ 0-2 now. Guardians lost their challenge on a double play challenge, challenging Michael Busch's foot. Came off the bag. Did come out the bag, but it was after he caught the ball, so Guardians have to rely on a crew chief review for any close play. Here's the 0-2. Good eye there from Happ to lay off the curveball. It's 1-2 now. For the Guardians, scheduled to up in the bottom of the ninth. Manzardo, Naylor, and Schneemann. Three straight lefties. The 1-2. Get me over curve. That's right down the middle, and that is a golden sombrero for Ian Happ. Not a good day. 4 strikeouts and 4 plate appearances. Now bring up Pete Armstrong. Nice curveball there from Pallett. PCA for 3 today. Ground out fly and a strikeout. He grounds that one foul on 1. Tune into the post-game show after the final out, 30 seconds after the final out is made. Hoping to have our second Cubs win that we broadcasted today, or this season. There's a swing and a miss 0-2 now on PCA. This is our 4th broadcast of the season. Had opening day against the Nationals. Had the 3rd game against the Nationals. Had a game against the Angels, and this is our first game maybe broadcast on here since Monday. Here's the 0-2. This is high. It's 1-2 now. Sorry, this is our 5th game broadcasting. So we had the Guardians on Friday as well. So here's the 1-2 from Pallett. Off the plate, 2-2. My gosh, I need to say his name correctly. Love for Pete to get on board here, maybe take a base on a steal and get a base hit to make it a 2-0 game. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back punch-outs for Pallett to start this 9th inning. We have Nico Horner 0 for 2 today. A strikeout, hit by pitch, and a pop-out. And it's been a game where just one run might actually win it. First pitch to Horner. Found out a play 0-1. On the Horner. Top of the zone, that's a strike, 0-2 now. Here's the 0-2. Oh, did he hit Horner again? He did. Second time Nico's been hit today. Let's get his on-base percentage up at least. Trying to bring up Dansby Swanson. Hit him on the elbow pad. Swanson 0 for 3 today. Fly out, pop out on a strikeout swinging. It's on the way 1-0. Gotta imagine they're going to give Nico a stolen base sign here. Give Dansby a shot to double the lead in a game where runs have been tough to come by. 1-0. On the corner at the strike, 1-1.
Tap, 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 tap.
One ball, one strike. Pitch to Swanson. Ground ball hit towards Arias. So this underhand flip to second to get the third out. Cubs trying to run it. They don't score. To the bottom of the ninth we go. Cubs on top, 1-0. Can Palencia close it out? Find out next on ChiSportsLive. Welcome back here to the bottom of the ninth inning. Cubs are 3 outs away from winning game 2 of this 3-game set and the first game of this doubleheader. This is the first save opportunity of the year for Daniel Palencia. He's appeared in 2 games, 2 innings, 25% strikeout rate, 17% ground ball rate. Schedule due up for the Guardians: Manzardo, Naylor, and Schneemann. The Cubs looking to get their 4th win of the season, get back to 500. 3 outs away from doing so. And for salvaging a potential series win. First pitch to Kyle Manzardo is a swing and a miss for strike 1. So right now, it looks like game 2 is going to be going on at the normal scheduled time at 3:40. Here's the 0-1. This is up and away, 1-1 now on Manzardo. Ball and a strike. Here's the pitch from Palencia. A little half swing from Manzardo. He does go. It's 1-2 now. Manzardo's grounded out twice and walked today. The Guardians are just going to be trying to look for base runners. Palencia will come set. One, 2. Manzardo gets his hands on that one, fouls it off. It's at 100. I have to imagine Manzardo is going to try and put this one out into the outfield for a base hit. 1-2. Well up and away. 2-2 now on Manzardo. If the Guardians were to tie it up and we go to extra innings, Dylan Carlson, Matt Shaw, and Miguel Amaya would be scheduled due up, so the bottom of the order for the Cubs. However, we're hoping Palencia can get through this 9th inning. The 2-2. Fly ball hit well down the left field line. Happ going after it down to the corner. Did he make the catch? No, it's a foul ball. We were blacked out by the corner. So it's still 2-2. Oh, he just missed it. So it's still 2-2 on Manzardo. The pitch number 70 at bat and outing for Palencia. The pitch. Ground ball hit weakly towards Horner. He'll grab it, fire to first in time, and the Guardians are down to their final 2 outs in the game today. We're going to Bo Naylor 0 for 2, fly out, walk, and a pop out. Naylor hitting 160 on the year. Valencia's first pitch, swing and a miss, and a nice splitter 0-1. Might as well go with the fastball, letters high after that. 0-1. He goes back to it. It's low. It's 1-1 now.
Team Venezuela versus Team Canada here. Team Panama doing the catching.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Dan Bolito, who is the plate umpire for that championship.
1-1. Line drive, left center field towards the gap. Pisa will have it, though. That's on number 2. And the Guardians are down to their final out in today's ball game. It's going to be up to Daniel Schneemann to keep this game alive for Cleveland. He struck out, lined out, and he's grounded out 0 for 3 today. Valencia will come set. The pitch. Fouled back to the screen 0-1. Valencia will come set. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2, and the Guardians are down to their final strike in today's ball game. Again, Game 2 of this doubleheader will be broadcasted at 3:40. We'll go on air at 3:35. Valencia comes set. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Cubs win it 1-0. A shutout. And a great game for the pitching staff and defense. First game for the Cubs since Sandy Koufax's perfect game, where they had 3 or fewer combined hits since September 9th, 1965. And it was a shutout. The Cubs win it 1-0. We'll be back in 30 seconds to go over the post-game show. For once again, Cubs win it 1-0. We'll be back at this on ChiSportsLive. Welcome back to Shine Sports Live. Cubs win Game 2 of this 3-game set. In Game 1 of this doubleheader today, 1-0. It was an amazing defensive and pitching performance for both teams, with the Cubs with a team to win it today. Our line score, as you can see on the screen, nothing until the 8th inning. Miguel Amaya RBI single gave the Cubs their one and only run today. And their, their second run of the series. So they only have 2 runs in 18 innings. Both were driven in by Miguel Amaya. The Cubs have scored 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. Cleveland scored no runs on 1 hit, the CJ Kayfa's double, and the 6. They did not have any errors either. Go through some stats here for the Cubs. First of all, Michael Busch 0 for 4, 1 strikeout. Alex Bregman 0 for 4. Ian Happ 0 for 4, 4 strikeouts, had the golden sombrero. PCA 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts. Nico Horner 0 for 2 today with a 1 strikeout and a couple sacrifices. Or had a couple up by pitches. Dansby Swanson 0 for 4 today with a strikeout. Michael Conforto 1 for 2 today with a walk. Dylan Carlson came in and he scored a run. Matt Shaw 0 for 2 today. And Miguel Amaya, our Cubs player of the game and overall player of the game, 1 for 2 today with an RBI, a walk, and a strikeout, drove in the game-winning run. 28 total at-bats, 1 run, 2 hits, 1 RBI, 2 walks, 10 strikeouts. Total bases, Amaya and Conforto each had 1, sacrifice by Matt Shaw. Warner was hit by pitch twice. Cubs left 5 men on base. For the Guardians side, Stephen Kwan went 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. Chase DeLauder went 0 for 3 today with a walk. Jose Ramirez went 0 for 3 with a walk and a strikeout. Kyle Manzardo 0 for 3 with a walk. Bill Naylor 0 for 3 with a walk. Daniel Schneemann 0 for 4 today with 2 strikeouts. Brian Rocchio 0 for 1 today with 2 strikeouts. Gabriel Arias 0 for 3 today with a strikeout. CJ Kayfas had the only hit of the game for the Guardians. He's their player of the game today, 1 for 2 today. David Fry 0 for 1 today, and Angel Martinez came in defensively, did not have any at-bats. 25 total at-bats for the Guardians. No runs, 1 hit, no RBIs, 6 walks, 5 strikeouts. Double for Kayfas, total bases 2 for Kayfas. Sacrifice bunt for Stephen Kwan. Brian Rocchio was caught stealing, and Stephen Kwan was hit by a pitch. Guardians have 6 men on base. For the pitching side for the Cubs, Edward Cabrera 5 2/3, 1 hit given up. He's only given up 2 hits in his season. Walked 5, struck out 4. Caleb Dielbar 0 for an inning and a third today, walked 1. Hobie Miller 1 inning, nothing else. And Daniel Palencia got the save with a strikeout in the 9th inning. Caleb Dielbar got the win today, by the way, for the Cubs. Cubs had 9 innings pitched, 1 hit, 6 walks, 5 strikeouts, nothing else. For the Guardians, Slade Ciccone, the starter, had a no decision, 6 innings pitched, 1 hit, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts. Tim Herron 1 inning, 2 strikeouts. Connor Brogdon got the loss today for Cleveland. 1 hit, 1 run. That run was earned, walked 1. And Peyton Paulette 1 inning, struck out 2. 9 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 10 strikeouts. And the Cubs win it 1-0. Well, that's going to do it for Game 1 of this doubleheader coverage. Game 2 will be back on air at 3:35 p.m. Central Time as we get sent for Game 2 coverage in a little under an hour. Cubs winning 1-0. Want to thank everyone for tuning in. Stay safe. And for a final time, Cubs winning 1-0. This has been a presentation of ChiSportsLive.